back for another week of what questions can we answer that we answered last week.
Yeah.
So, get them in the chat box wherever it appears. We do have a poll this week, and that kind of ties into the stupidity of the people in town right now. Do you pet the moose? Yes, no, I am a moron. So, duh, and tourist only. There is a moose currently laying down on Main Street, and people are walking up and trying to sit on it and take photos with it, and video and shit. And these women were like, "Oh, are you going to take your dog to the moose to get a photo with it?" I was like, "No, there's a moose down there." Yeah. Well, why are you telling people to go down there and get a photo with it? That's not how you do things around here. Well, where we're from. Well, we're not where you're from, you fucking retard. So
yeah, don't go to the moose.
Yeah, don't go, leave the moose alone. The moose is just doing moose things,
Mm-hmm. Every time I see one, I'm like, son of a bitch, I gotta go the other way. This sucks.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. I went around everything.
Yeah.
But I looked over there, and some dude was taking his little yappers right up next to it, and they were, yapping at it. I was like, dude, that thing farts wrong, and they're dead.
Oh, yeah. Just one kick, gone.
Yeah, just, poof, Ugh. All right. Well, we got this super chat from Roy TT. Green Ravine or orange Dreamsicle Ravine? Which one would you choose?
I like the Dreamsicle.
I do too.
I think it looks good. Especially when you're riding POW on it, it looks good. Just glows.
Yeah. No,
and I like the new shape of it too.
Yeah. And then we've got our boy MB PSA by Spring Break Resort Twin. It truly is the best board.
He wasn't even riding it yesterday when you were riding with him.
No, he was freaking.
Yep.
He's getting his freak on. All right. From Decon, jacket recommendation for a bell-to-bell freerider in Colorado who doesn't want a bidding war with Averin on vintage L1. Venting and dry is most important. Layering is okay. AK looks nice, but don't need to support Burton. Jones?
Yeah. I mean, that's what my jacket is. The venting goes from the elbow all the way down to the side. And I can just reach my hands in there, just open it up. It's great. Otherwise, 686, they have some of the most technical stuff out there. That's actually not that bad in price.
I mean, if you don't want to get in a bidding war with vintage L1, go pick up the L1 Theorem line. That's their more technical line. So that stuff's really good. Plus, it's on sale for 40% at Base Mountain Sports. We do have an affiliate link, so you can check around and see if it's there. So that's a good one. Volcom's doing blowouts like crazy right now.
Yeah, if you can get a Gooch jacket or the what is it, the Longo backcountry, I think it's a 3L jacket. Definitely pick one of those up. I got a buddy with one and he absolutely loves it. So you could do that, especially because it's on sale. Otherwise, I don't know if Howl would really be the style you're looking for, but they do make some really good stuff.
Probably too heavy for you.
Probably. Yeah.
But Tommy's got a line of 3L jackets coming out from Benetech. Those look sick.
They do look sick. Yeah.
Good material and stuff. So. So, yeah. All right. We got Peak here. Hi, boys. Hope you're well. About insoles and boots. Do you pick a size bigger boot for Remind insoles, or do you just cut the liner? Any tips? Well, you don't cut the liner. Don't ever cut the liner unless you're trying to make specific room. You mean cut the footbed? You get the footbed that fits that boot. You don't upsize a bigger boot and put a bigger footbed in there. That's dumb. You just made extra steps to make the boot fit better or to fit tighter. That's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you would buy it that way and cut it would be to fit your arch. If it's not one of the medical ones or the ones that just form to your foot, that would be the only reason to buy it big and then cut it. But you're not cutting the liner. Don't do that. That's you're gonna make your boot fit like shit.
Yeah. Okay, we got Ethan Redman. Shifted my riding from park to all mountain free ride. Is my GNU headspace enough for powder and steeper terrain? Debated buying a directional twin. You're gonna have to slam it back.
Yeah.
Move your stance back a little bit and in it. I mean, will it work? Yes. Is it ideal? No. There's a reason that Forest has the 4x4, which is just a directional twin headspace. So,
which you could do, or even look at something with like some taper to it, and that's going to help you a lot when you're free riding.
yep, big time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Take this one from Gary. Question for Averin. Is base burn going to be a problem if I stop waxing? Eventually. But then you just run it over the belt like once or twice and it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time I got base burn on that first shadow ban I had was after I stripped the base of all the goop on it at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then I promptly got base burn after like 25 days of riding it without any wax on it. And I looked at it and I was like, this isn't even that bad. And I just kept riding.
Yeah.
So
also depends where you're riding too.
Yeah, that too. All right. From Tyler Richter. Not going to lie, I rode the Sims Macrodose and the UAP and I was very impressed. Have you rode either? Nope.
No, I haven't ridden the UAP. I rode the ATV before. I've had friends ride the UAP and they said it was fine. Like,
it's a snowboard.
It's lively, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't know.
Still don't even know how they're still in business.
Yeah,
who carries them?
Maybe Satellite. I don't think they're in Powder Tools anymore.
No, they're not. I don't think they are.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen a shop other than P Tools, and they only carried like one model.
The ATV and the Nug.
That was it.
Or the Nub. The Nub. Yeah. And we really only sold the ATV because it had that retro graphic on it. Otherwise, nobody really came in and bought the Nub. It was just like, oh, that's cool. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, we got this super chat from Hunter.
Actually,
what's up?
Evo carried them at the Denver location that I worked at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they ever sell them?
I sold one.
Did they come in specifically looking for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
I don't know. I put Sims on the same level as I put Weston and Burton.
I still think they're above that because of the name. The name and who they have riding for them. They still got John Jackson, and he just dropped a heater of a clip the other day. I know you saw that one.
I did see that one. Might have reshared it. Can't remember.
I think you did.
We got a super chat from Hunter. 6'1", 230 pounds, big boy. Looking to get rid of Huck Knife and Burton for good. Resort and park board is the Spring Break Resort Twin or Zero good for that size of riders. If not, what's a good option? You're going to eat both of those alive.
Yeah.
Zero especially. Like, you're going to eat that thing alive. You'd be better off at 230, get a Benchwarmer in like a 57, 58, something like that. Spring Break Resort Twin. No, you might, Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say go Benchwarmer over both of those at your weight, just because.
Boy, you might like a Rome Freaker, or I guess you could do an Agent Pro to an extent, but that might be still slightly more of a lateral move from your Huck Knife. Yeah, it's a little snappier, but I don't think that's going to give you what you want.
What about a Stale Cruiser?
Could, but once again, I think he's going to overpower it. That's why the Freaker's got 2 rods.
That's yeah.
So, the hell is that? I don't know. Shit's getting weird over here.
Moose attacking.
Might be. Either that or my neighbors have tapped into my water line and turned it on. Or my hot water heater just exploded.
We'll figure that out in a little bit, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. Can you hear that?
I heard it a little bit. It sounded like
something just kicked on.
It sounded like you actually had somebody living above you and they flushed the toilet a little bit. And you're
it's the hot water. There it goes. That was weird.
You're on the top, so I don't know.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I think that my hot water tank is hooked into the business downstairs. But you know what I would look at in that size? LibTech Rad Ripper. In like a 56 at 230, you're going to have a field day on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next question from Rich for you. TC, do you see yourself going back to traditional bindings now that you've been on the phases?
Yeah. I mean, I still do like riding traditional bindings. Like, I really miss skate tech, and that's like the one thing I don't like about the phase is that it doesn't have that. But
Yet.
Yeah. Give it a few years and it'll be there. But like, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I do go back to my like Mercuries next year, my regular Mercuries, just because they are damper. I don't feel as much vibration coming through, so I'm not as fatigued at the end of the day. But I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to it next year. Maybe they'll make a couple improvements, a few minor tweaks here and there on them, and I'll just stay on them. But I haven't decided.
On Katana phases.
I could. That's definitely a possibility as well. Like, just to get that little extra dampness. But I do like them just for like doing testing and stuff where we are just trying to get in and down almost as fast as possible, like to just get as many runs in and really figure out a board and then move on to the next one. But, you know, I still like them, and I probably will. I know I'm going to race regular bindings because I want Skate Tech and the bank slalom. So some Apollos.
From HG, how's the snowpack looking for early April or mid-April in Colorado? I don't know. Could warm up to 70 degrees in another week. It's been 50 the last 4 days, but now we're supposed to get like 8 days of snow.
Yeah, that's just how it is. It's going to be 1 week is going to be sunny and 50 degrees, and you want to just sit out on the deck all day, and the other day it's going to be, or the next week it's going to be just pure snow. So, depends.
This is another question from you from Rich S. Going to be at Steamboat during Slash and Burn, but broke my collarbone, so my season is pretty much done. So just going to be hanging out. Better to hang out at the top or the bottom?
I like hanging out up top better because you pretty much get to see everybody's line and everything, and then the crashes look way gnarlier from the top. And most of the time, they're happening in the first couple turns, so you get a front row seat for that. And I like hanging out up there as opposed to being down at the bottom. It's just a little more of like that vibe up top, where down low is kind of like already have fun. You're not really paying attention because you're so much further away from the actual course than like being at the top, because they do have it split up by an actual run. So you're on the other side by where like that pavilion used to be. But I like hanging out at the top. That's where I'll be. Talking shit to everybody.
Why is the water turning on?
See, I don't hear that now.
My hot water heater blow up? Wouldn't be the first time. I don't know. All right. Anyways, we'll take this one from Pietro Cornetto. Found an Endeavor Trooper for sale, but don't see any reviews for those or any Endeavor this year. We reviewed like 6 Endeavors this year.
Did you use those?
Did you get to ride them? Any similar boards that you like? I don't know much about the Trooper. Like, that's one I'm just sort of like, I don't really know shit about that one.
Didn't I ride that?
Not the Trooper.
Okay.
They didn't send one.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, all right. Let's see. I like this statement from DWD Boards 12. Moose brainworms is how I want to go out. Catch me walking in circles in the middle of the freeway, losing my mind. I'm here for this. Do it. I'm here for it. This one might be more for you from Tibby TT. So Snow League was just more unrelatable spinning gymnastics. I didn't watch it. I really want to know what the live stream numbers were for it on Peacock. Like, I want to see if I can find those numbers, because I have a feeling not a lot of people actually watched it. And judging by how small the crowd was, they didn't sell a lot of tickets either.
No, there was a weird thing where I guess they had like a halftime show, and it was I didn't see that because we were working, and then when I came back, I was like, "This fucker's still on." It was like 5.5 hours, and yeah, it didn't seem like many people were there. They had a weird concert party thing after at the end, after awards, and they were like showing that with the DJ, and I was like, "What are we doing here?" It was good coverage. Like, kind of weird that they had Chris Collinsworth's son doing like some of the broadcasting. Who I'm like,
I
this
don't
guy.
even know who that is.
Chris Collinsworth does like Sunday Night Football or something.
Oh.
Yeah, Sunday Night Football, and he just talks about Patrick Mahomes the whole time. But they had his son doing it, and you're like, this is just straight up nepotism. His son has never touched a snowboard. They probably go to Aspen, but they don't snowboard. Like, you could just tell. And it's like, okay, like everybody was referred to as an athlete, not a rider. And you're like, okay, well, sure, I guess if you want to pump that thing, but yeah, it was weird too, where
Red Bull Heavy Metal Snow League.
Yeah, well, they also had it where it was like you had like the top people that are in the sport right now, like in halfpipe, and then you had some people that you're like, I don't really know who that is, and it was so lopsided where it's like this person scored like a 23, and it was like, yeah, this guy got a 90. Like, what are you gonna do? And you're like, okay, like weird how they do that.
I don't.
I'm civil engineer. That's
Watching contests like that are just it's gotten to the point it's so fucking boring. I'm like, just give me the clip show. Give me a 10-minute clip show so I can go on YouTube, put it at 2 times the speed, and just be done with it in 5 minutes.
Well, it wasn't bad actually, where they like it was like they'd have the run, they'd have the score, and then it's the next one. The thing that I think took forever was this head to head.
Oh.
So you just had like 2 riders kind of going back to back, and it's like it flowed well, and you got the scores faster, but it was like, why is this taking so long?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Swear to God, if the construction guys are stealing my water, I'm going to murder them. Fucking hell. All right. We got Lucas Forsman. Buy an Endeavor Maverick for a second board just because it's a good deal right now? Sure, why not? Click the link. We got an affiliate. We'll make some money off that. Click it.
Yeah,
do it.
do that.
I dare you. You won't. So, all right. From Colton Ryan. Hey, fellas, I took the advice and ordered myself a custom wired arc. Are my old Union Forces a good pair, or should a guy give this thing what it deserves and get some katanas? If they're the equivalent of the Union Force Classic, fucking throw them away.
Yeah, get a katana or the regular force now.
Yeah, the new force, like the new regular force, awesome. Mm-hmm. Force Classic, turd.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, katana would be good. All right. Let's see. We got Senpai MD, Avern or TC. I've got an Orca that I love, but want a second board that's better at speed, jumps, and carving for non-pow days. I'm thinking about the Captain Mercury, but any better suggestions? Go look at our top 5 all-mountain freestyle and our top 5 all-mountain free ride boards. Right in there, that'll give you 16 options. Yeah, 16. Yeah, 16 options. Yep. You're good. Yeah, that's the best bet I can tell you right in there, you know? Like,
yep. But I'm happy you're realizing that it's not an everyday board. That's great.
Yeah. All right. Super chat from Ben Samara. I see the Bataleon Beyond Metals is on sale, and I'm tempted to buy a Ride of Goliath Plus now. Is it too much different to justify the purchase? Didn't I answer this question in the comments section of a video? Yeah, that's a little overlappy there, bud.
Yeah. But the Beyond Metals is fun.
It is fun. It's a fun board. From NR Gregor. Skier cut me off today and then told me it was my fault. It was tight. That's when you step on the back of his binding and push him over, grab their ski, and ride away with it. Like, pop up with your edge right on the brake, push down, push him over, grab the ski, ride off. They lose their privilege. All right. From Pedro. Hey, what do you guys think about Rome changing the shape of the ravine? I like that new shape.
Mm-hmm.
The POW funnels out better.
Yeah.
It floated better getting in and out of turns in POW. Like, it was really zippy. So,
Yeah, on when I rode the regular Ravine, I felt like it just wanted to stay above the snow. Like even in the trees, even like going at slower speeds, it just kind of wanted to pop above like instantly. And I was like, okay, a little better than a flat nose.
Yeah. All right, from Penn Coast. Hey guys, can you recommend a board with tons of pop? Ride it with A game, but when tired, be laid back and not get my face on the snow. Yeah, check out a K2 Hypnotist.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I mean, the Beyond Metals, the Bataleon Beyond Metals board, you can kind of ride a little laid back on that if you want.
Rome Stolly
Depends on your
Cruiser.
Rome Stolly Cruiser as well, yeah.
Rome Agent Pro,
Hmm.
Huck Knife Pro. Trying to think. Ride Zero has really good pop.
I actually thought the sensor team had pretty good pop to it
That
too,
does.
and
That board
it
has
was pretty chill to ride. Like you don't really have to go super hard on it if you're looking twin.
Yeah. From Ranger Danger, what's the deal with Weston? They make tiny homes and then use snowboarding as their marketing.
Pretty sweet tiny homes though. If you're into
Are
that
they?
sort of
I haven't
thing.
even looked
I
at
don't
them.
know. I think they're really heavy. Like I think they're fucking because they're made out of real wood. So I think they're
No,
like super heavy actually.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Killer on the gas mileage.
My theory is that the only reason they own Weston is to use it as tax deduction credits against that company, and that's what it is. Like, honestly, surprised they're still in business. Like at this point, I just look at it and go, "How?" Every time, how? Like you ever notice when we go to a demo and they're there, the only people that are there that are like hyping it up and like coming in and out are the people they brought with them.
Yeah. Actually, I never see them
Like
there.
you
They're
never see
always
someone that's like, I gotta go ride a Weston. They're like, I guess I have to go talk to Weston. They like feel defeated.
they're always so far on the end, like way down there, that I just never even pay attention. I'm like, whatever. I'm not going down there. That's a dungeon by where the brocos hang out. We don't go down there.
Fuck. They tried to get into the mystery bag of goodies the one day, and I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck you doing? No, that's for people I work with. You can get the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
They also asked me for burritos, and I was like, no, that's for people I like. I don't like you. You suck. Your company sucks. It was funny this week on Instagram. Someone left a comment. They were like, "Why is it you don't review?" And they like listed like 4 companies on your channel, and I was like, "You answered your own question. My channel. Do whatever the fuck I want for us. Like, if we don't think you're worth it, we're not going to do anything with you. You know, so." Ugh. All right, from Nick Larson. I tried the 32 phase bindings and couldn't find any downsides. The biggest positive to me is not stepping on my straps. Hopefully, the toe straps stay in place on the Rome Bataleon. The Rome is a little harder than the Bataleon. I'll be honest with you on that. I noticed that, but the cool thing is, you can just order Bataleon toe straps and put them on the Romes if you want. The Bataleon strap is more like rectangular and it's got more give in it, whereas the Rome is like this, and then it's got like a slight crescent underneath, so it's kind of oblong shape in there, and it's harder plastic in there and material. And so, like that one, I had a few problems with. And what one of the Rome guys told me was actually flip the straps so the oval is on the top and not on the bottom. And I was like, I could see that. I didn't play around with it to see if that actually works because I'm too fucking busy. But you can swap the straps on it, and I do think that the Bataleon strap is better for that binding at least. So yeah. All right. You got anything you want to add to that? You rode the phases from 32.
Yeah. I mean, their straps are like the toe strap's fine. I kind of wish it was like the regular Jones toe strap, but after seeing or hearing like what you talked about, how it kind of moves on you, I'm like, there's a reason they don't have that on there. But overall, I mean, I never had any problems with mine moving or getting in and out with the toe straps, but that's because the ones on the 32 and the Jones are actually like a hard toe strap. So That's the only thing like I've noticed. I haven't had problems with them.
Yeah.
We did the video today, actually.
Yeah. We filmed the big breakdown between the Katana, the Blaster, the Team, and the Mercury. So filmed a whole 16 gigabytes of footage.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably like a 10+ minute video.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put 5 ads in it. 5. Just tons of them. An ad every 25 seconds.
Just kill the people with
Just because
ads.
I know people are going to watch it. It's going to get 100,000 views and it's going to make $1 million because it had an ad every 10 seconds. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you guys. That's mean.
They're the non-skippable ads, though.
Yeah, non-skippable ads. I'm going to put a block of like 20 of them together. Solid 40 minutes of ads to get through. Oh, God. Kill me now if I did that. All right. From Road Trip Rohan, why are gondolas and chairlifts falling down in North American resorts? Fuck, I think we all want to know that. Every time I get on, I'm looking around like, am I going to die? Kicking Horse had that gondola fall off with people in it. I guess it took 6 hours to evacuate the rest of the gondola.
That's scary. Yeah, I don't. It's just shitty steel. That's what it is.
No. Well, it's not. It's not even that. The one at Winter Park. They're supposed to bring an X-ray machine in and X-ray the stress on it to see. So it either someone wasn't paying attention to the X-ray that it got, or they didn't do it. A lot of the Vail Resorts ones, that's because they just don't pay people. So so the people that they should have working there aren't. Like up in New Hampshire, the guy had to work. He was the only lift mechanic between 2 resorts 20 miles apart. So he'd have to drive back and forth. Like, that's not good. Pay your people a living wage. Don't sit around and take your record profits and do a stock buyback program.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, come on. I pay my employees a living wage.
Mm-hmm. I'm living.
They make more than me. That's factually true.
That is.
One day, I'll break the poverty line. I will be upper lower class.
That's all we can all hope for at this point.
Hello, $34,000 a year. That's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'd do with that much money. I'd be rich. I could buy some pizza. Go to the Pizza Hut buffet. So, yeah. Yeah.
Pizza buffet.
All right. We'll take this one from Rich Foster. You guys have been helpful. Found out I've been using boots too big. A lot of people seem to be finding that out recently.
Yeah.
Especially some of the people that have been leaving me hate comments. I've been riding for 33 years, and your boots have been too big for 33 fucking years.
Yeah.
Big Wax is overrated. Shadowban is badass, and I probably would have never discovered Castaways. Thanks. Hashtag crab rangoons for the win.
They're good.
Get some rangoons the other day.
They are good.
With the slash rep. Yep. So that was good. All right. Let's see. From Rich S. Brother's progressing intermediate, looking for a slightly more stable directional board than his Yes Basic. Thinking something with some 3D shaping because he's still on the progressing side. No, put him on a flat board. He'll be fine. Grab a Rome Warden. He'll be good.
Yeah.
Or, if you really are serious about it, I guess you could slap him on a like a Jones Mountain Twin or a Beyond Metals from Bataleon. What else has got some 3D? Like that sensor team has 3D in it, doesn't it? Or is it
the regular sensor?
Regular sensor. That
but
might
that's
be
still an upgrade to the basic.
That would be, yeah.
It's
that
still
would be a lateral move.
I'm trying to think what else is going to happen.
You want something stable and directional and with 3D? Check out a Rome Ravine.
Yeah.
It's got that 3D diamond in the nose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work really well. Otherwise, nope, that's next year. Yeah. Or you just wait until next year. And then there's more with 3D.
Yeah. All right. From Cork McNordis, got my used K2 passport yesterday. Did I go too small with the 157 wide at 175 pounds, size 6? The narrow reference stance has me second guessing. You're fine. First off, this is a screwdriver. Reference stance is only there for reference. You do not have to ride reference. You can go wider. You can go narrower. You can do whatever you want. You can set it back. You can be like Chorles and set it all the way forward for some fucking reason. Fucking Chorles. It's probably why he runs people over. That dude's a menace.
No, I think that's a perfect size. I mean, depending on how big your boot is, like 6 feet, 175, I think that's like right in the money zone for that board, isn't it? I think that's like right in the center of it. You're sitting pretty with that. And like reference, like you said, I've been moving the reference stancer like all week because Nidecker has like a 21.2 when you convert it into inches, 54 centimeters for you Euros out there. But yeah, it's like I have to move it out every time. Otherwise, it feels like I'm just standing straight up when I'm riding. So don't let them fool you. I mean, look at like Mervin. They don't put a reference stance on there because apparently it freaks you guys out. Like,
no, it costs extra. It just costs extra to add that little roller on the graphic. They're not doing it. I mean, come on, they don't even have full wrap edges.
Sure.
Gotta save weight and money wherever you can.
Yep. And the environment. Less ink.
Yeah. Tyler Richter love the two-board quiver vid. Thunder Cheeks, great idea.
That's his idea.
Yeah, I just done that for like 2 years before he worked.
That's his idea.
Yeah.
Yours comes out next week, right?
Should. I got to drop it off to Ben this weekend because evidently I forgot to film some stuff in the middle of the summer. Surprise, surprise. When you film 500 videos, you forget to film some stuff.
Yeah, you were also elbows deep in bindings, like in the spring and summer, trying to film those videos.
I'm always elbows deep in everything. Like, I wake up at 5 in the morning just to answer questions now.
Yeah.
Then I take my dog out, and then I come back and answer more questions. Which, remember, we do have a personal shopper on angrysnowboarder.com. People keep going on there and hitting the contact form, asking for advice, and I keep giving them the link to the personal shopper. And they're like, that's cool. Can you answer the question? No. Like, why can't you leave a comment on YouTube? I'll just answer it there. Or they send me a DM on Instagram, and they're like, I feel, and it's like, so-and-so does not follow you. You think I'm going to answer you if you don't follow me? You can leave a question. You can leave your question on YouTube. It's fine. You'll be fine. I don't need to answer it everywhere. Or my favorite is the guy that'll send it from like 7 different things plus email. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, dude, pay the $10. Leave a comment. It's not that hard. From Jaden Secula, what's up with the shitty graphics this year? They were designed to piss you off and only you. Everyone else seemed to like them.
I love that. It doesn't matter the year. You could take like the greatest graphics from every year and be like, here's this year's graphics, and people would still hate them. It's just like a thing every year. Like half the people are like, nah, they're shit, and the other half like them. Like, it is what it is. I like the turtle on the Unink, but a lot of people didn't.
I forget about graphics so much, and when in doubt, like my favorite graphic ever was when I took my Mike Ranquet and put a black vinyl over it with pink on the tail, so it just looked like a giant vibrator. And people would be like, what board is that? I was like, it's the Vibrator Special. It's great.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely see graphics. I'm like, that's cool. Or if I look at a graphic, I'm like, and I don't like it, I really just don't pay attention to it. Even if I'm writing, I'm like, whatever. But like, that's the extent of like me caring about graphics. Like, I think the Nidecker Sensor Pro behind me looks super good in person, but I'm not buying it for that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Not my favorite of the sensor line, I'll tell you that right now, but it's cool.
Real. The best graphics year over year are Karua.
I tell everybody that too.
They're classy.
Yep. I need Karua to make just a blood red top sheet, blood red sidewalls, blood red base.
I can get that.
Then just have it be like a one-off or something like that.
From Rich S, will Rome ever do the Ravine in a wide? Go look at the stats on it. It's wider than you think.
Mm-hmm. But maybe. You never know.
Yeah, they get wily.
Chilton might have something cooking up. Maybe that's why they changed the shape on it. Who knows?
From Alex Thomas, learning on my buddy's spare Captain Mercury. How bad is this going to go? You're going to die twice.
It depends. Depends how old that Captain Mercury is. Because I have one that's completely flat with rocker on the nose and tail because it has like 200 days on it. So if it's got a lot of days on it, it's going to be easier than if it's just his like takeout sometimes board. So you might be okay. Think happy thoughts.
Go fast, take chances.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Remember to write a will and sign everything over to us. Just saying. Just saying. Especially if you have stock. God damn, my stocks have been taking a shellacking. Fuck. I'm down like 20%. It's bullshit. I'm only pulling a 50+% return. This is ass. That's my retirement fund, because let's be real, there ain't no 401k in snowboarding. All right. From Dan, hey guys, I'm looking for a new daily driver to replace my cracked old Mercury. I have the new Navigator as a powder board. What board would you recommend to pair with it? Thanks. Your two choices.
Are we staying with Capita?
You can go anywhere you want.
Because if we're going to stay with Capita, I would say go with like a Spring Break Resort Twin. Just because.
That was my thoughts exactly. Right
yeah,
there.
Yep, I know. Because I was like, you could do another Mercury, but I think this would be better because you could still ride your Navigator all mountain. Like, especially if you got this current seasons, it rides all mountain better. Otherwise, honestly, like a Rome Freaker would be sweet. What do you got?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Was those two? I'll throw the shadow ban in there too.
Okay,
or if you feel it's going to be too soft, bump up to an algorithm. But yeah, from Ride. So yeah, those were like the two boards I was thinking. I was like, yeah, those two would be perfect for them.
Yeah, or a Stolly Cruiser. Depends.
Yeah. All right. From Bear264 TC, I just wanted to let you know when I was a little kid, I also misinterpreted AC/DC and thought they were singing Dunder Keys instead of Dunder Cheap.
Dude, I thought they were singing Thunder Chief forever.
Thunder
I don't know who the Thunder Chief is, but that's pretty cool.
Thunder Chief is your dad.
Thunder Chief is yeah.
All right. From Arcade, hey, don't know whether to get a Ride Benchwarmer or a Gamma APX. Biggest jump I've hit and the biggest at my resort is 40 feet. And how do they compare with butters and jibs and carving? Gamma APX is softer in the tips. It butters and jibs better. Honestly, I think the Gamma APX rides better on edge. Like it turns quicker and locks in better, but you get more power out of the Benchwarmer. So like if you really need to push off the tail, it's there. That's my takeaway on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty spot on there. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything to add to that actually.
Yeah. Okay, well, there we go. From Colin Leapart, swooped a public dispute. Which binding would be the best fit? The Bataleon Astro ASIM or the new Union Force? I mean, in my opinion, the Force, honestly, I think the Astro ASIM is a little overpowering for that board. Like if you were looking at the Blaster ASIM, I'd be like, hell yeah, go for it. But with the Astro, I think the Union Force is probably better.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're just tuning in right now, get your questions in the chat box wherever it appears. Could be on the side, could be at the bottom. Let's do that. Don't forget, we got a poll going on too, because, tourists like to touch moose for some reason. So do you pet the moose? Right now, we got 146 votes. Yes, at 18%. No, at 29%. Those are smart people. I am a moron, so duh, 17%. And tourist only at 36%. We all know the tourists like to pet the moose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Take this super chat from Uncivil Engineer. Really looking forward to the updated boot fitting content. Had to rip out a lot of toe padding in my backup boots last trip due to a long middle toe. Realistically, what you should have done is cut on each side, on the outer side of the liner, so it'll actually give. And then what you do is you take your finger and you go inside to where you cut it, and you push really, really hard, and then you pinch it. And that should have pushed it out just enough to give you the give that you wanted there. But yeah, I'm redoing the boot fitting 101. Remind Insoles reached out and said that they would donate any insoles for anything that I need, even if I'm going to destroy them. So I got to get back to them on that. So I'm stoked on that. Yep. All right. From Just Another Jones, Party Wave, Warpig, or other. I know the Party Wave was top on party board list, but Avon didn't love it. Want it for slush and low angle pow/trees. I mean, I'd get a Telos backslash, but that's me.
I was thinking a service dog.
That too.
Warpig or service dog would be mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From Xander DePayne, a.k.a. Mr. Nicholas Rage. Shout-outs to concussed Webbsley. DC got to watch him concuss himself Friday.
Firsthand, right behind him, and just saw him go off that last jump and was like, oh, shit. This is
he did
just straight sideways. And it was like, uh-oh. At least he put his board down first, then his body, and then his face. But
and then he stood up and fell over again.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
But he got a new pair of bibs out of the deal.
And a jacket.
He got the jacket, too.
He got the jacket. He went to one Base Mountain Sports and bought the bibs, then went to the other and bought the jacket.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
hope he's feeling better, though.
All right. Take this one from Cruz. Are party boards usually only for POW, or are there's some for hardback? They're for everything.
Yeah, it's just for going around having fun.
Getting loose with the boys, telling everyone to do a flip.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they tell you to do a flip, you tell them no. The best you can give them is a straight air, no grab.
Give him a gay farmer.
But I got this high out of the pipe.
You did. They were actually like,
5
damn.
feet out of the pipe earlier this week.
They're like, damn, he's a pipe jock, actually. And I was like, yeah, he'll surprise you in the pipe. He'll get out of that.
Every now and then, haven't ridden the pipe in 2 years. It's perfectly cut. Every now and then, I get back to my East Coast roots, and it's amazing.
Yep.
Riding that Stairmaster in the pipe, sketchy. Side cut, little hookier than I would have wanted in there.
I could see that.
Not exactly the best board for that.
Yeah.
Surprising board in the half pipe. Rome boneless. Didn't think that thing was going to be that good in the half pipe. It was. So.
That's awesome.
But yeah. Jigsaw was fun in the half pipe.
I can see that. It can hold an edge.
Saw blade, questionable, doable.
Yeah.
When you got this much of a camber section and the rest of the board's rocker, there's a lot of bend in that when you're going up the wall. You're like, oh,
yep.
Weird. I don't know. The other thing is I got to stop scrubbing my speed in the flat bottom. I should hit it with more speed and see if I can go higher.
Yep.
I'm betting I could get. I'm thinking I could probably get 8 feet if I really pushed it. I wish I still had my old Ride Concept UL. That was the best half pipe board I ever rode. That would have been fun.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, all right. Okay. We got a super chat from Coffin. Obviously, the best boot is the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. But have you heard any feedback on how Bataleon boots have been holding up? I see a lot of people riding them, like the Park Rat guys, and they look good still. Like the boots, like minimal creasing, like those things look solid. I haven't had anyone tell me the long-term report of them being like, oh, they packed out, they went to shit. Like, I think they're going to be solid. Like, I think Nidecker Brands put the money in there to hire the right people as the designers and then paid for the right materials. The liners I'd be wondering about. That's the one thing. Like, every time I look at the liner, I'm like, is this going to last 100, 150 days or not?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have some more boot breakdowns for the new ones, because I got that new one in the other room. Which has the hardest instep to get into. Holy shit! Fuck, took me 7 minutes to get one of those on the other day. I was like, I don't think this is the boot for me. If I can't step into it in the parking lot, I don't want it. I like the foot to slide right in and just right into the heel pocket.
I do like that. Yeah, just sitting there stomping your foot into a boot in the parking lot, not great.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, actually, Nate right here follows up. I've got 70 days on my Bataleon salsa boa. The flex field's similar in the shell, but the liner is definitely a bit softer than when I first got it. 70 days, that's what it's supposed to do. There's a good answer right there. The community delivers. All praise the cult. All right. We got our boy Joe Gunn. Thinking about getting a ride shadow band to beat up next season. I'm between the 155 wide and the 160 wide. Been working on bringing my weight down to 200. Am I still too beefy for the 55 wide? Get on Joe Zempic. Joe Zempic. Body rot. You can do the 55 wide, like at 200. You'll be fine. Like, honestly, like a 57, if they would have made that in a wide, would have been ideal for you.
Yeah.
So, like, you're between those two. Like, you can do the 60, but you said you're just going to go hammer it into the ground and beat up on it. Fuck it. Get the 55 and flick that thing around. Yeah. Either that or go for the algorithm because it's a little stiffer if that's what you're worried about it breaking in too fast. And that'll compensate for the size.
Yeah. 100%.
Ooh, this is a good one for you from Johnny Ryan. Springtime party board for that heavy slush, looking at the Bataleon Chameleon or the Rome Stalefish to ride at Timberline during spring, summer. I'm going Stalefish on that one.
You think? I was thinking Chameleon.
You can ride the Stalefish switch better. Doesn't have the split challenge. That's
fair. The tiniest split in the world. It's like this big.
Yeah. I like this comment from Chung. You know the market's hurting when Averin's talking percent. Fuck yeah, it's hurting. God damn, dude. I was pulling a 78%. I'm at 52. I'm fucking pissed. All my fucking profits are wiped out. Like, I'm selling shit that I was going to hold long term. Fucking sucks. Fucked. Fucking stupid administration. All right, let's see. Michael Irwin, would you sell t-shirts that say I wear this t-shirt with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots? No, but I would sell you a shirt that says I went to the Angry Snowboarder store to buy merchandise and all I got was this lousy shirt. That's it, right there. Probably
I do like
the
that
website
though.
It'd have the direct link right to it on the shirt.
Yeah.
Probably like a QR
link.
code that you can scan too. Which, hey, if you guys are looking for merchandise and you want stickers, angrysnowboarder.com, it'll take you there. We need to blow out some stickers. Got to make some money.
Yeah.
Uncle Averin's got to pay some bills.
I got
It was a busy day of spending money. Icon Pass went on sale and I had to buy the parking pass because you got to buy the parking pass at Copper before it sells out. Tommy texted me like first thing this morning. He's like, pass is on sale. I was like, on it. Called TC. I was like, need your license plate number.
Yep. I was like, why is he calling me at 9 a.m? I'm going to be at his house in an hour. And I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, that's why I called. I was like, just give it to me fast. I need this in there. But yeah, the parking pass went up $50. It's $849. But every time I do the math, it works out to being feasible for parking there. So I'm like, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's a good business expense. So I pay full price and pay up front for the parking pass, and then I finance the Icon Pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's awful.
I mean,
we need to make more money.
Financing the Icon Pass, though, it's free. So it's like, why wouldn't you just take the free loan?
Well, it depends on what your payment plan is. So if I do the 12 month. So if I don't, I end up having to pay $177 in. They call it a service charge. Let's be honest, it's a finance charge. But I also know that I'll pay that off before, and then I'll end up paying like $20 on that as like an interest fee, which I was like, $20 is $20. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's whatever at this point. But yeah, I had to spend that. Then I had to pay Ben. I had to pay some credit card debt. I was like, oh, fucking, this place is killing me. It's killing me. All right. Ooh, this is a good one from Insularity. Stranda Baru, a good price point for an experienced carving-oriented East Coast iceboard. Yes. It's going to be a little soft. It's going to be like torsionally soft, so you'll be able to dig it in, but you've got those contact points under the inserts that they're not super aggressive, but they're noticeable, and you'll notice some grip. So that's a good one. Plus, we do have an affiliate link for that, so you can click that. Also, remember, Saturday sales. Been posting a lot of stuff for sale, just trying to help the shops blow it out, but help you guys also find those deals. So, yeah. All right. From a peak hair, is the 2026 Rome Ravine stiffer than the previous model? I tried the Pro in a wide and loved it. Was wondering about the regulars evolution things. I mean, I rode the Pro, and it's definitely stiffer than the last time I rode the Pro. I don't know about the regular. You rode the regular. Would you say it is stiffer? No. Same?
I think it's very similar.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't a noticeable being like, holy shit. The tail might be a little bit stiffer, but not really.
Got a PSA from Allie M. In case anyone is wondering, yes, will not warranty your board twice.
That's true.
That's true. You got one chance.
Yep. You get one lifetime warranty. Once that board's done, that warranty's done.
From Nikki Views, I ride the Solomon Craft 2020-2021. That was a fun board that year. With K2 Macis boots, all mountain rider, looking at Rome, Katana, Jones, Mercury, Union Force, or something else. All three of those are solid. Those are all solid for that board. You can't go wrong with any of those. So my suggestion, look around at the sales and find the best deal. All right, from Decon, will Bataleon be releasing a new Party Wave Plus in the future? Noticed it missing from their lineup this season. If not, will the service dog be as fast? 6'3", 200, size 11. So Party Wave Plus is gone. Service dog changes its shape next year. It becomes more party board. You can ride switches. It's weird. They put the double kick tail on it. So it's like, so you get the double kick in there and it's like more oblong in it. But, yeah, I guess, like, to an extent. Yeah.
With the right structure, it'll be as fast.
Yeah. Yeah. From Peter Dabrowski, Moose pops out of nowhere in the trees. You go under or take the lip next to him. You got to go over. You got to go over. You try to go under, likelihood of getting trampled is worse.
Yeah.
You go over, you can say you jibbed a moose, or you hit it, you do the flip, you hopefully land it and ride away, or you do the tumble, get up and run. Ride away as fast as possible. Yeah. All right. From Mark Mancuso, would you use the Union Force Classics or the Rome 390 Boss on a Jones Frontier? 390 Boss all day. Yeah. Okay. Well, to go back to that earlier question about how the battalions are holding up, we got Cubics Rube 74. Yep, Battalion Acid doing great. Only on 20, 25 days so far. Liner's still great. Not too packed out. There you go.
Nice.
All right, from Cruz. With the frequency you guys ride, how often do you have to replace your boots, bindings, boards? I got like 200 days out of my shadow band, and then I gave it away, and I still see the lifty I gave it to riding it daily.
I do too.
Like, it's hilarious. Like, people be like, yo, I saw your board at Copper. And I was like, it's
Yeah.
not mine. That's Nick's. I gave it to him. Dude
Yep.
broke his board right like the opening week of Copper and was like super bummed. Wasn't sure what he was going to do for a board. So I gave it to him. Told him, hit rocks, do whatever. That guy he rides it every fucking day. He's stoked on that thing.
Yep.
So I'm doing a video on those 2 black labels that I broke last year that had like 500 days each on them. 500 days out of a binding, I don't think it owes me shit.
No.
So I did replace all my straps this year, all my heel straps, on my bindings, on my 2 pairs of black labels that are still going, the newer ones, the Gen 2s. Mm-hmm. So I replaced those, but with the original first year black label heel straps, the foam ones that I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and I'm going to replace the toe straps this year. But those I'll push those to 500 days. Boots though, 100 to 150 days is about as max as I can push out of a set of Thraxis. The new Thraxis this year, because they changed where they put the fucking boa dial, like I'm like less than 20 days in and they're fucking clapped. Like I'm just like, God damn, these things. Great for park. I can get by on all mountain. They feel they have, God, those things probably have like 15, 16 days on them. They feel like a Thraxis that has 75 to 80 days on them. So I might be able to ride them out the rest of the season, but they're going to be spongy at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I know your boots are starting to go.
Yep, my boots are starting to go. Good thing I do have a second pair. Those are coming out probably next week, honestly. But normally I try to make a pair of boots last for a full season. Towards the end of the season, like by the end of March is when they're really soft, and I'm like, oh shit, like just make it work for the final 2 months. But this year I was blessed enough to have 2 pairs of boots, which was awesome. So thank you, Ride, for that one. But I probably about 1 a season is what I've averaged. Boards, since actually doing this job, I have gone through boards slower than when I just worked in a shop riding every day, because I was riding the same board every day. So clap out a board real fast doing that. But now, I mean, get 2 seasons out of it at least. Like, I mean, my Stratos is still almost perfect. It's just starting to get in that perfect break-in period where it's like everything's softened up and it's nice. Like, so I'll be able to get another year out of that at least. Like, so that bindings, I mean, I ride them until they break, or so like I get pretty much a new pair just because I want something different. But otherwise, like my bindings are perfect still, as long as you take care of them, keep those like straps closed when you're not riding them, and keep them out of direct sunlight, because that'll just dry rot the shit out of the ladders. I mean, bindings will last forever. I've seen people come in with like 10-year-old bindings, and it's like, finally my strap broke, and you're like, okay, I'll put a new strap on it for you and whatever, like send you out.
I mean, I see people with the Burton custom freestyles that I owned in 1998.
Yeah. I still see people with the old Burton freestyles that I had.
Yeah.
Like the same exact pair, where I'm like, how the hell do you still have those? Like,
yeah.
But, you know, as long as you take care of it, bindings can last forever, which is crazy.
So, yeah, it comes down to so much with that too. Like, but I mean, I'll run those black labels till they disintegrate, and then I'll just be like, whatever. And now that the black label isn't in the line, I'll probably just go to a Katana Pro. And like, I have a Katana that I pulled apart, and so I put the black label high back and heel strap on it. So I have black katanas, black katana labels. So, you know, and I did that, and like, that's it. Like, my thing is, I have the 0 degree foot pads, like, because they come with, I think it's 2 or 2.5 degree cant pad in there. And I just take the footbed with me and I just keep moving it to the new ones every time. And I'm like, it's a 0 degree, put it on. So, yeah. All right. Ben Serber, getting back to my OG roots on a more directional stance, rocking 15 on the front, 0. Fucking loving this season, but I'm noticing is strain on the outside of my front knee, more, less posy up, just my old ass. you might just need to foam roll your quad before you go ride. You might just, or sit down on your back and like you grab your heel and your knee and you just bend it and stretch a little, and it might just be tight. That's all it might
Yeah.
be. It also could be that you might have canting in your binding and you don't like it, or maybe you need canting in your binding. I don't know. Like there's so many things. Like 15 isn't that aggressive.
No, you could even go to 18 and that might help you. I don't know.
Or you can
But
bring it
like,
down to negative 12. I mean, like, screwdrivers are your friends.
just play around with it, I would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. Okay.
But yeah, you're also probably with that new stance, you're using different muscles. So I bet that's like what it is too.
All right. We'll take this one from Nikolai Maximowski. I hope I pronounced that right. As a new rider, I've only been to the mountain for 10 days, but I've fallen in love. Now I want to buy my gear. Would a BC powder rider or a Cycle Candy with Union Ultra and Vans Aura Pros be viable? The best boot's the one that fits your foot. So go get fitted for boots. Try on like at minimum 5 different brands, you know, and figure out what works for you. Otherwise, you know, you can kind of go from there. Cycle Candies wouldn't be a bad one to start out with. Like, it's not the worst. It's not the best.
Not the worst. Well, it depends on the size too.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you get a bigger size of it, now you
They're
have
stiffer.
5 in it. Yeah, and it's stiffer. If you get a smaller size, it's not as bad. I would almost lean more towards the Warpig though, because it is twin on the side cut, so you can ride it switch. Like, I don't know, if you've only been riding 10 days, you might not want to constantly be locked into a stance. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
But Union Ultras will work. I don't know if they're the best.
You got 10 days. I mean, for like that, you'd probably be fine. I mean, honestly, go look at our top 5 beginner boards.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be fine because those are like designed so you can progress with it. So,
yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you think you're past beginner stage, you can always look at our top 5 intermediates as well. We have like all mountain intermediate boards. I'd probably say check that out too. But who knows?
All right, we got this super chat from I Eat Ants. Difference between the Jones Howler and Stratos rider. Difference between Howler's 3D flip tips and standard 3D contour base. Hashtag can't get jobs because our run's tracked out. I mean, so flex side cut are going to be the big differences between the two of them. Like the Stratos, I view it more like you are going to charge.
Yeah.
Like, straight. Howler, you're going to ride it a little switch if you have to. And you might throw a little more freestyle in the mix.
Yeah. Well, I could, with the Stratos and the Howler, I've told this to them actually. I think it's very similar customer or rider. Like they're almost cannibalizing one or the other, where I think the Howler is going to cannibalize the Stratos because I think it holds a better edge when you're turning. Like with the way they put that backseat camber and everything, you can just press some pickle on the ground and just drag that thing and just pop right back into your next turn. So, like you said,
the Howler has more snap. I think, like rebound.
You think so?
Out of it. Yeah, I think it's they're equal amounts to load up, but you get more rebound out of the Howler because it really wants to.
I could see that because it is that back seat camber to it, so it's really under that back foot there, so that makes more sense for sure.
I mean, I enjoyed the Howler more than the Stratos. That's me.
Okay. Yeah.
And then with the difference between the 3D flip tips and the standard contour base, the standard contour base is like this, right? Like you can see it. Think of it like a spoon. If you looked at a spoon head on and it's just like that. With the flip tips, it's more like bam.
Yeah.
Out there. It's really designed to help funnel POW out. The other thing is if you land switch with it, the way that works is rather than like you're getting thrown because you're landing switch and you've got to lean back, it makes it easier to drive it in and then get it up too. That's kind of the difference between the two of them. So at least that's my takeaway on it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right. From the Paula, won a Swallowtail board, tried one, no name, 178 centimeter long one, and I'm hooked. Borealis Leviathan 164, it's a 66, or Karua Pencil 64. Solid intermediate, 220 pounds, 5'11, US 10, or any other board, thanks. So, I mean, you're a solid intermediate. The Leviathan will probably be too much for you, but the pencil will be easier. It's not a Swallowtail on the pencil, though.
No.
That's more like a prong tail than anything. If you really want one and you're a solid intermediate, here's what I do, right? 220 pounds. Go grab, I think it's the 64 wide Endeavor archetype. We do have an affiliate link for it. They're selling them for like 264 right now. That's a screaming deal for a board that's not going to be super aggressive. You're going to be able to get that Swallowtail float from it. And it's got like that directional setback camber in there. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. From Mark Mancuso. Sorry, late to the party, but you mentioned Saturday deals to support local shops and buy gear on sale. Can you say more? Yeah, every Saturday on the community tab on YouTube, I put up sales. I've done this now for 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
I think 9-10 months. We're coming up. It'll be a year soon on that. But yeah, so sometimes it's our local shops. Sometimes it's stuff from Evo, Tactics, Blower. Like, we try to put deals from a bunch of different shops that we work with in there so you guys can go find it. And some of those deals, they're as low as 10%, and sometimes they're as high as 80%. Kind of just depends. I don't put the percentage down. It's a choose your own adventure on that one.
Yeah.
But I'll put like 100 links. You just kind of go through, check it out. But I do that every Saturday between 8 and 11 a.m. It kind of depends on when I wake up and do stuff. That's like my Saturday morning ritual. Do that. Sometimes go to the gym, and then I, get those up there. But they're on the community tab, so you can just check those out. All right. From Bear264, have you guys ridden a Yes Sender? Did we get that? We didn't get that last year, did we? I don't think so. Specifically, the softer version. Demoed it last Saturday, and it was really fun, in my inexperienced opinion. No, we didn't get the Sender. Now that I think
we tried,
we asked for everything last year, and they gave us the weirdest sizes and whatever. I swear to God, it was whatever was laying in the marketing office.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably. We made it work though.
We did,
but no, we didn't get that one last year. I don't know if is it around next year.
It is.
Okay.
I gotta email the marketing guy today. That's after I get out of here. That's kind of my to-do list. I gotta email him. I gotta talk to Benny at Nitro, or if he's watching, Benny, get back to me. I know you sometimes lurk in here when you're in the office. We want our Nitro stuff. The people demand it.
Yeah.
I want that new Swallowtail. I want to ride it. We got Pow coming in next week. Make it happen, Benny. So, yeah. So, all right. We got... Sorry, I thought that was going to be Benny texting me. It's not.
That would be hilarious.
Jungle in Patagonia. Rough. 3BT is definitely different. Just me, or does it feel super washy through the tail? Also, TC, grow that shit out. Need sunshade on those pasty shoulders for golf season. That's factually true.
Yeah. Well, I first off did not plan for it to be this short. I told her right here, and it's up here. So I'm like,
swear to God, she put a bowl on your head and just went.
No, I watched her. She did a good job. My Ukrainian barber.
Good old Toma.
Yep.
Yeah. She's a hot cougar. But 3BD is definitely different. So the big thing is it's camber. So with camber, you're used to driving it out at the contact points. But 3BT, because it's elevated, you got to bring it back. So you got to change your movements on how you ride it. It's more like you would do it with a bigger cam rocker, with a bigger rocker section in a cam rocker. So you bring it closer underfoot, and that changes the whole dynamic of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's take this super chat from Adam Rouse. Karua Dart or Jones Mind Expander to go along with my Capita Mercury and Ride Warpig, or should I be looking for something else? I mean, the Dart is not a good comparison to the Mind Expander. It's way stiffer and more aggressive to ride. Like, yeah, it's a Swallowtail, and everyone's like, it's a Powboard. And I'm like, if it's wide open, yeah, you get into tight trees, that thing's a chore. Like, that thing will ride you. So.
And I think, honestly, with the Jones Mind Expander, you already have a Ride Warpig, so I don't really think you need that. Like, I would say like a Storm Wolf if you're gonna go from Jones, something like that,
or even like, a Storm Chaser,
or even a Storm Chaser. But that Mind Expander is gonna be very similar to your Warpig already.
Yeah, like
maybe look at something like Directional, kind of more like
tapered, like maybe like a flagship or something, or like a moderator or a deep fake.
Mm-hmm. Even a Passport would be different, like, but that's going to be kind of similar to your Mercury with taper.
Yeah. All right. Take this super chat from our boy Turkey Loco. First live stream of the year. Hokkaido is awesome. Don't go there. I got a deep psych from the Island Snowboards factory over there. Try one if you can. Love you guys. Time to hit Mammoth. Somebody just got back to the United States. Good for you, man. Get out there. Good year to be in Japan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been keeping an eye on some of those Japanese board companies. The problem is it's like the shipping cost and then like duties and shit. Fuck. It's so hard. Like I really want to go to Japan for like a month and spend half the time just demoing some stuff. I will film those goddamn reviews over there.
Yeah, why not?
I'll make it easy. All right. The octogenarians of snowboarding are here. Shred ahead snowboarding. Hey, everyone, just to let you know, I still caught the show and you guys do great. By the way, getting old is not for sissies, but it does mean we can ride longer in life. Jim and Ted, I love those guys up there in Idaho. Those guys are just so good. Just good dudes. Good dudes. Check out their channel if you're like progressing rider. They got a lot of advice. They're instructors and stuff. They've been doing this a long time. They're just good dudes. They're the grandfathers of snowboarding right now up in the Northwest. Just good dudes. All right. And then we got Joby Tapia. I have 20 days on my Solomon launch, straight jacket boas, and seems like the upper loosens up all the time. Bad dials, or it's a bad dial. Just replace them. You put the foot on your chest, and under the bottom, you should. I'm pretty sure that, and it'll pop off. Get a new knob and pop it on, and then that's what it is. It sounds like you probably have one of the. There was a weird production issue with some of those from BOA where the teeth on the knob wore down too quick, and that's it. So it's probably backing out like a couple clicks every run. That's it.
Yeah.
So this one's more for you from Mr. Dell 29. How do y'all like the new Stratos and hovercraft graphic / color scheme?
I like them. Matches my jacket. It's sick. But I don't know.
I like the wood hovercraft more.
You do?
Yeah.
See, I like the accents of wood on this one with the white top sheet. I do like a white top sheet on it.
It's nice. There's something about a Jones with a wood top sheet in the hovercraft. Like, it's timeless. Yeah. But I do like the Stratos. Like, the Stratos is sick. Like, that's sick.
The Stratos is dope. They've definitely changed it where I think it is stiffer now, too. Because they put carbon in it now. It's got carbon flax in it. So instead of just being straight up carbon, they infused it. And it's a little different. But I think they look good. I really like the blue and black.
You know which has a really good graphic from Jones? The new Frontier with that new shape.
Yes, it does.
That one's sick.
Yeah, with the tree, that looks dope.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
That one's super, super, super sick. Like I enjoyed riding that one, and then that graphic was really really chill. So
I also like the Aviator with Papyrus.
yeah, that Aviator, I was like, oh, this is nice because I got to ride that too. It's been a while since I hopped on the Aviator. I was like, damn, this thing was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. The Jones stuff for next year is solid, like super solid. So all right. From Luke to Sonny, hey, board recommendations for a guy who likes a free ride carver that's pretty stiff between the feet. Too much foot steer is gross. Ride deep fake.
Flagship Pro.
Stranda Descender.
Trying to think what else.
Amplid UNW8 or unweight, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
Yeah. Even an or K2 Alchemist. I think that'd be stiff enough between. It's got enough weaving there. What else?
Captain Black Snowboard to Death.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ravine Pro?
There you go. Which one?
You think Ravine Pro?
Next year's.
Next year's. Okay.
Yeah. I think they'll be a little stiffer. But that would be the softest one out of all those that we just mentioned. Let's see. I like this one from K. I had a pair of Black Label and the highback snapped after 13 days, both completely broken. Now rocking Katana highbacks, way better. Yeah, I've done that. Fucking stepped on this thing slipping and just snapped it. I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, you know how
not what I thought. I thought it was going to be a low lift.
Yeah. No, I haven't had any of those crushed by a low lift, thankfully. Got this from Andrew Hernandez. Shout out to Splinters and Sugarbush. Picked up a new 23 Dinosaurs Will Die Power Reaper 160 Ultra Ride. What bindings pair the best? We're on Black Label, Ride C9 or Flow NX2. Ride Sierra Cement. On that board, it's not like crazy stiff. Either the NX2 or the Black Label out of those three would probably be the best.
I mean, if you're trying to save money, the C9
is a little overpowering.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't make it anymore, so you could probably get a really good deal on it still. But yeah, I mean, probably Black Labels if you're going dampness.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Well, the other thing is that Power Reaper, if you want to go butter around, that Black Label's got that lateral play.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From S. Scott 1986. Getting boots a size down and stiffer is on par with riding camber for biggest difference I've found in improving my snowboard experience. Thanks, TC, for sending me to Creston. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We send a lot of business to Creston at Base Mountain Sports on Main Street, right next to the gondola in Breckenridge. So
I knew he was going to go down to a 9 too, because they're like, they have a 9 and a 10. I was like, just go try it on. And I knew for sure, I was like, he's going to leave in that 9 because I bet his boots are too big and Creston likes small boots. Creston measures like an 11 and rides like a 9 or an 8.5. He's a freak.
I mean, my feet are just so fucked. A 10 is like the only thing that I can get. Like, realistically, I probably could get a 9.5 if I did a little more work.
Yeah.
But I'm lazy. Because, like, you know, my left is a 9 3/4, and my right is a 10 3/4. Like, my feet are so fucked.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take this one from Dial Yoon. Thoughts on the Ride Kink versus the indoor survival for park? They're both great. Kink's way more jib focused, doesn't have any carbon in it. Indoor will have a little bit more snap. It'll be a little bit better all arounder because you can hit jumps and stuff. So if you're doing like more all around, I'd go indoor. But if you're like, you just want to slide the steel and hit small jumps and you understand that the tail will probably fold if you put the landing gear down, then the Kink. And I say this because I own a Kink. I rode all preseason on a Kink. I rode 3 feet of POW on a Kink. Why? Because I can. Do I recommend it? Fuck no. God, no. So, all right. I mean, you got any insight you want to add to that, or?
No, I haven't ridden either of those boards since they've been
Oh,
updated.
oh,
So
oh, wow.
they didn't send us a kink this year.
Didn't change. That's why I didn't think anything of it. Otherwise, I would have been like, yeah, throw a kink in there.
That's fair. Whatever.
Yeah, you wrote an agenda. That's close enough.
That's close enough. Yeah.
That's
It's a good board.
all right. From Stan Smith, are the Union Ultras too soft for a Ride Warpig 154, 210 pounds, size 12 boots?
I think they're too soft for you.
Yeah.
You're 210, dude. You're gonna fold that binding in half with the mini disc.
I mean, if you're looking for really surfy play, you can get away with it, but your call on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably would. I'd go just a regular force because at 210 pounds,
That's what I
I
would
think
do
you
too.
could still manipulate the shit out of that.
From Jason, what are your thoughts on the new fast entry bindings for 25, 26?
I like them.
These?
Mm-hmm.
These?
Which ones? You got to be more specific.
I mean, I got a set of the bullshit clues because I guarantee you they don't change next year. Again,
Yep.
fucking 5th year in a row running the same bullshit piece of crap binding. So, Phase is cool. I think it's going to sell well. I think there's people that are going to really enjoy it. I'm waiting to see what the next version of models are going to be like because my big issue, like I would ride the Katana Phase personally because I think it's good. My issue, it's a 2 degree. I want 0. It hurts my knees. And until they give me that, it's not going to happen. So,
That's fair.
All right. From Albert, hey, got a pair of Union Ultras, like them. Would like to add an adjustable highback. Union has the 2024 Atlas highbacks for sale. Thoughts? Good thing about Unions, they're modular. You can play around with them.
It's going to be a lot stiffer. I would say if they have the STR highback, that might be a little bit more what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably going to match up more to that flex.
Yeah, because otherwise, even with that new like little cut in the side of the going across the Atlas, it's still so much stiffer than an Ultra is. And if you like the way that flexes, the Atlas is going to be a little much.
Cool Pappas. Hey guys, any different beginner recommendations for women compared to the main list you made? Something for a 115-pound rider who only wants to skid turns. Fucking just go grab her something from Mervin that's got banana in it.
Yeah.
She'll fucking think it's great. What is that, like the GNU Gloss or something like that? I don't know what it is.
There's the Gloss, then there's the Libtech Cortado.
Yeah.
There's the number 43 actually, which would probably be more her speed because I think the number 43 is their like beginner-esque Libtech board. Trying to think what else.
I'd do something like that. That just make it nice and soft and easy. Boom, done, over with.
Mm-hmm.
All right, from Anthony Jenkins. Is the extra large Union Force a longer binding? The large doesn't fit my DC 2021 Judges size 11.5. I'm trying to get something new for my Mercury. I got this. Oh, it's longer and wider. That thing is fucking ginormous. The footprint on that thing's like this.
You rarely see the XLs in the wild. I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen maybe one XL in the wild, and the dude was like 6'7" and 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Probably in like a size 14 Vans.
Probably.
You know? Yeah. Yeah. So, Jesse Voice, favorite run at Copper Mountain and why? Dino Park.
Just
Best
say
place
Peace
to
Park the
spray
past 2
influencers.
days. Peace Park the past 2 days because they have the best quarter pipe
Peace
out
Park's
there
been
right
fire.
now.
Fire
Yeah, it's been good.
having fun with that.
Yep.
Talk about a
I
fun time.
don't know the names of runs there.
Oh my God. So the other day I get on Woodward Express and I'm like minding my own business. And this guy's like, hey, how do you get back to Center Village? I was like, head down and go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. No, seriously, how do I get back to Center Village? Head down and go to the right. Well, what are the runs names? I looked at him and go, I can't name a run here. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know it. I'll tell you what I call it. You're not gonna know. I was like, get off the chairlift, scoot right, head down. It'll get you to center. No, it won't.
Yeah.
Go look at the fucking map when we get off, then, retard. It'll tell you what you need to know. Like,
Well, there's signs everywhere. This way to center. This way
Yeah.
to east. Like whatever.
like if you get lost on that mountain, you are really trying, or you
Yeah.
don't know how to read, which means you're
People
probably
don't
a
read
bunkhouse
anymore.
fan.
We know this. People don't read anymore. Like
I don't. That's why I don't do written reviews anymore. I had to go to video.
Yeah.
That's how you got your job, was that transfer to YouTube because no one was reading written reviews. The last year that we had the website with the written reviews, it didn't even break 50,000 website clicks, and YouTube did like over 1 million. I was like, nope, we're out. We're done. You know? All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, even where just go to the right.
Dino Park, it's the best. I love Dino Park.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, there's-
From Nick C. Was able to snag Rome Katana Pros when Rome all of a sudden emailed that they had 3 pairs in stock. Using them for my Yes Greats and my Super Pig. Hashtag stoked. That's a solid binding for both of those boards. Like,
Did you buy all
fine.
3?
You get great response. I like this one from Bear264. I swear, dude, some people cannot navigate a mountain to save their lives. They aren't cut out for the wild.
No.
The wild, the resort isn't even wild.
Yeah.
Those are the same people that'll be like, hey, where's the access gate? It's right there. How do I get back to the thing? You go down and go to the right. Well, yeah, but like, what's the name? I was like, dude, it's an access gate. There's literally no fucking name.
Yeah. We call it this, but I don't think that's right.
Yeah. Well, my favorite is like, I had someone one time ask me, I was like, yeah, you're going to go down about 500 yards. When you see the tree that's bent over that looks like a witch's back, you want to swing a hard right, but not too hard of a right because you're going to fall in the creek bed. If you fall in the creek bed, you got to follow that down until you find the giant boulder. Now you want to ride up on the giant boulder, then hook a hard left, then an immediate right. Then you're going to pump for about 200 yards. Now make sure you pump, because if you don't pump, you're going to get stuck and you're going to try to post hole. And if you try to post hole, you're going to sink. And if you start doing that, get out of the pump track because I will kill you. You know, and they're just like, huh? Can I follow you? You can try.
Yeah. If you think you can.
I still think back to when I still rode Breckenridge. It's like, I don't know, 18-inch powder day. And I get first chair and I look down at the kid and he's got an Omatic Extremo and a 148. And I'm like, and he's like, your size. I was like, bold choice. And he's like, hey man, I just got a job here. You think we could ride together and you show me around? And I was like, you can follow me if you keep up, but that's about it. Oh, okay. You sure about that? I was like, yeah. Which way are you going to go? I'm going to get off the chairlift. I'm going to go to the left and I'm going to go down. Well, what lift are you going to? I don't know yet. I'm going to make up my mind halfway there. I'm either going here or here. You got a 50-50 shot with me. So I strap in and make 3 power turns. I look back and kid is already tomahawking. I was like, how are you tomahawking and shit that's like this? So anyways, I ride the whole day. At the end of the day, I go back to catch, like, down to the gondola to walk down the stairs because I used to live on Peak 8. Like, I lived a block away from the base of Peak 8. And so I go to walk down and, like, kid comes running up out of the blue. He's like, hey, man, I looked for you all day and, like, you didn't wait for me. And I said, if you could follow me if you could. You obviously couldn't. I wasn't going to fucking wait around all day. I had POW to smash. So I
Yeah.
smashed the POW, and now I'm going home. And he's like, well, why wouldn't you wait for me? Probably because you fucking suck at riding POW, dude, and you don't know the mountain. And it doesn't matter what I tell you. I'm like, I'm not going to waste my day waiting for you.
Yeah.
You know, like,
No, on a
it's on
POW
you to
day,
learn these
rando.
things. I was like, maybe you should ride with someone that's been a lifty for 1 year and they'll show you some stuff. But finding the guy that's lived here for 10 years that rides this 150 days a year, probably not the guy you want to go ride with.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Like, yeah. Well, it's like the Tuesday before Thirsty Thursday. I asked everyone, I was like, do you want the tour or do you want the tour? And everyone was like, we want the tour. And I was like, okay. And I went out of my way to kill everyone. And it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like this one from Super Dave. Who studies a mountain map? Go up, lift, do falling leaf down. Damn right, man. Heel side all the way. Well, the thing at Copper is if you put the restraint bar down, there's a map right on the damn thing.
Every
Then there's a
single
map right when you get off. And then when you're getting on at the bottom, there's a giant fucking map. And then they give you maps. They have an app called Sherpa that will tell you how to get everywhere. Like if you're like here, you click on it and then you like click, it'll show you how to get there. Blows my fucking mind.
Yeah. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Legend has it he's still up there looking for the center village.
Hey man, it's like the 3 years it took you to find the terrain park at Ski Cooper.
Yeah. Sons of bitches. They hit it good. They hit it good for the first 2 years, but I found it that last year.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me the third time, I'm not going to get fooled again.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Not happening. I've lived here so long that when I moved here, they had a terrain park, then they didn't have a terrain park, and now they have a terrain park again. It's freaking hilarious.
Nope.
Makes me laugh. All right. From Christian Messenger. Thoughts on the Signal Omni? Any shot at a full review? Hashtag Ollie Slow Signs. They sent me the wrong one, so I couldn't review it because it was already like out of the graphic was out of stock, so that was gone. It's a good all mountain freestyle board. It's middle of the road flex. It's very predictable. Like it's in a category of boards that all feel the same. So there's nothing that stands out to it. You're like, oh, it does snowboard things.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah.
It does snowboard things.
Yeah. Here we go. Going back to the previous conversation from T. Butenal. I also have to Sherpa my wife and buddy around any new mountain we go to. It's frustrating being the only one that knows how to read a fucking map. I mean,
yeah, that would suck. But I think your wife's just doing it on purpose.
Colorado resorts. They're pretty damn easy. Like if you sit at the base area, it doesn't matter if it's Steamboat, Breckenridge, Keystone, Copper. You look at it and you're like, okay. So like Steamboat, you're like, this is north. This is south. You go north to south on the mountain. Everything else funnels back. Like Copper funnels you to 3 base areas on the front side. You're either going to west, center, or east village. That's it. If you're on the backside and it comes down, you're in a valley. You're either going to go all the way back up on the backside to the backside, or you're going to go back up to the front side. That's it. Like you're never, in my opinion, for the average rider, more than 15 minutes away from a base area. 20 if you're really on your heel side.
Yeah.
But I remember someone hit me up earlier this season and they're like, hey, we're picking up our tickets. We'll meet you in a lap or so because we're gonna go make a lap. And I was like, I knew this. And I was at the top of Sierra and I was like, yeah, I'll meet you at the American Flyer. And I went all the way out Union Meadows, hit all the POW, went all the way past Timberline, took the cat track all the way back to center, stopped at my car and got a different board, and then met him in the lift line. From the time they texted me when I was literally at the top of Sierra to get through my car, 7 minutes. Like, not that hard. You can get around that mountain. Like, it's not a confusing mountain. You're not going to get lost. Beaver Creek, you're not going to get lost. The only time you get lost at Beaver Creek is if you get on the wrong shuttle. You got to understand what shuttle to get on. If you get on the resident shuttle, you're going through the private community. Yeah. 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 Let's see. All right. From Grayway75. Hey guys, excellent recommendation on the Jones flagship. It was an awesome ride on demo. I did, however, end up with the Stratos. I'm in love. Thanks for pointing me for the Jones line. It's what we do. We're just out here pointing people to product. Yep. If we don't point you to a product, there's probably a reason we don't like that company. Yep. This man knows. Ruff was there for the Tuesday tour. The tour is amazing. This man was dying and dying, hitting trees, tumbling. It was great.
Yeah, hopefully your face is better, Ruff.
From Krakatoa. Dude drove onto the trails at Cannon Mountain this week. Maps are hard for some people. It's like the guy that drove his Audi across the base area at Keystone.
Yep.
And got stuck.
Stuck. And then stuck it.
Like, this shit happens. Yeah. All right. From Matt Emulsion. Managed to get an Amplid Singular cheap. What's it like on Groomers and Trees? Off to Merhofen on Saturday. Thank you for all the advice. Fuck clues. Yeah, damn right. Fuck clue bindings. You got the regular Singular. That board's fun on Groomers, man. Like, it's a really good carving board. It's damp. Trees, I think it could have a little more torsional flex. You're going to ankle steer a little more. Might have to tone it down a notch or two and just press into it a little harder, but you'll be good.
Yeah, it's got good pop to it, and it's stable. So you can really just kind of charge through a lot of shit and just like push right through it. Because when I rode that board, I think it was a hard crusty day, and then it got soft, and then it got flat light and crusty again, and it was totally fine. Like, I didn't have any problems with that thing. I actually really enjoyed that, where the twin I did not. But that board was fun.
You're not the only one that didn't enjoy the twin. Like, I didn't like the twin.
No.
And it's funny, like, there was one dude who I think got hooked up by Amplid. He said, "You're so wrong about the twin." And I'm like, you got a free fucking snowboard. Shut the fuck up. You're afraid to bite the hand that feeds you. I'm over here like, well, the regular's way better.
Way better. It's, yeah.
So
they should just change the name of it. Don't besmirch the regular Singular.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Singular, good. Singular twin, nah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's whatever. And then we got Kid Silberlicht brought a coworker to Stevens Pass and tried to describe there's a fork. Go left, you can't miss it. And he ended up going right onto steep terrain and I know right where he went. I lived in Stevens. I've seen people. I'm like, how you can fucking see? Like, it's right there. It's a groomer. Like, just like how? I don't. Like, I don't get it. Like,
board planning, lefts and rights are tough, dude.
These are the same people that live and die by GPS.
Yep.
Like, GPS can go out on me. I'll figure it out one way or another. I might be using that road atlas from 1988 that came with my car, but I'll figure it out. It's like when I took old 66, I didn't use the GPS or anything. I got off and drove down the road like 21 miles and the bridge was washed out. And I was like, do I drive down in the creek bed and deal with the possibility of a flash flood, or do I turn around? I was like, I think I'm just going to turn around. I'm good. It's the desert. I don't have much water. I'm probably going to die. I'll go back and find US 40 and go stop at a gas station. This is also a good one from Alia. Map not required. There's a rope along the edge. Ropes are meant for ducking at your own risk. If you die, you die.
Yep.
Oh, it's just too funny. Oh. Yeah. From Brad Rustic, can we get a top 5 kookiest ideas for next year? I don't even think we need to wait for next year. Like, I am working on some funny top 5s. So, like, I've got top 5 people that buy clue bindings, top 5 people that defend buying clue bindings.
Just coming at them.
Oh my God. But I've been downloading clips of every kooky ass idea that gets targeted to me on Instagram. And I'm like, I should just start making short videos where I just pick on these. Also, we're going to be launching a new channel uh, called the Snowboard Stoke channel. It's just going to be clips from the live streams and other stuff that I don't think should be on the main channel, but we're going to play around with that because I just want to see something. So,
Cool.
so that's coming. That's coming.
Yeah.
So I'm not totally set on the name yet either. So I'm playing around with a bunch of names. But
That's the first I've heard of this, so.
I thought I told you yesterday.
No.
Who the hell did I talk to then?
I don't know.
Me either. Well, it's
They're
just
probably
easy because
like
I can take AI to cut the live streams, and then I can do that, and then I can like for the interview series that you're doing, like we'll have the main ones on the main channel.
Yeah.
That'll be long format, and then I can cut it into sections and drop it over there. But I figure I think we need to get 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 hours of watch time to monetize it. So I figure we'll play around with that in the off season, and then hopefully next year it'll just be there so that we can do it. Plus, if I do for us, if I take our reviews and make them vertical shorts, we can put them over there too. It's just a way to. It's just something I want to try out. If it doesn't work, I'll fucking cancel it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, we got to diversify in these trying times. We got to come up with an extra 20-something grand this year in revenue. There's
diversify your
budgetary
portfolio.
shortfalls everywhere. I have cut my Rangoon budget down by 80%.
Oh,
That is
God.
a lot of Rangoons to cut down. 80% cut down is like $3,600 a year. I eat a lot of Rangoons. People think I'm joking about this, but I literally do spend an obscene amount of money at Castaways to the point that they keep naming different things on the menu after things I've said.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. You know, that's where I'm at. I like this one from T. Butenal. Someone put their Solomon dance hall with clues next to my navigator at Mount Bohemia the other day. Overheard a radio call for an injured snowboarder in the trees later. Coincidence? See, you're supposed to do them a favor when they leave their clue. You pull the release lever and then you throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
You throw the little cowboy stirrup away. You're doing them a favor. Let's see. I like this one from Mike T. Top five videos shitting on clues. We're at a point where I think we can do that after a Gubu's pro model clue video. He sent me that so I can that's going to go on the new channel too. I'm going to put that video over there because that's just a funny video. Anatokil, I got the Stranda Descender thanks to your review, and that missile really has performed surpassing expectations for charge. And funny, I live in Stockholm and never heard about Stranda being neighbors. That board is so much fun. It's like it was such a good ride when I got on it. Like the Stranda stuff is really, really good stuff if it fits your type of riding and stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Let's see. J Sage, angry TikTok. There is an angry TikTok. I started it, didn't like the way things were going with it, and then with the constant threat of it being pulled off. But I think we're going to go back to it. It's just more work. I got to figure out how to do it. But TC's taking on more work, so
yeah,
same amount of pay, more work, because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like every corporate job, that's how it is.
We're just gonna suck the soul out of you. It's okay. I'm trying to give you more weeks off paid this year. It's kind of the benefit.
That's fair.
You know, we'll see where we finish up the reviews and top fives in May and how long we're going on break. This might be one of those things. I'll be like, we'll be back after the 4th of July. See you guys.
Okay.
just gone for the whole month of June. Just scheduled programming that we put out, and that's it. TC will be on vacation. I'll be over here like editing videos like on crack. Like, got to do all this work. But I have to go back to New York and clean out my parents' house. That's gonna be fun.
That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, me, my mom, and the dogs every
Save
day
the
in
Hot
100
Wheels.
degree weather, screaming,
Yeah.
"It's so fucking hot up here!"
Yeah.
That's what happens when your parents have a 3-story Victorian. They put everything in the 3rd floor and the attic. Oh, this is a good one from Enderlicht. Was watching a snowboard bag review. Suddenly, the guy pulls out a pair of clues. Blah blah sponsors my channel. Instant do not no. You got to report it as terrorism.
Yeah.
It's awful. From Bear264. So rear rocks are for kooks, but didn't old school border cross guys wear full faces in the 2000s? A real snowboard full face is not a thing unless it's one of those dorky mouth things, ski racers. No, so those guys actually wore like a real full face. The rear rock full face, if you impact it, it will shatter. It's
You'll
not
break your face.
rated. It's a clip in. It's a fucking plastic clip in wind guard. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not rated for an impact at all. I was talking to one of the patrol guys, and they got a call for a guy that fell face first on his rear rock, and it shattered, and it penetrated both his cheeks and was in his chin and shit. Something like 30 stitches or something to get that done, and they said he was going to need reconstructive surgery. It also broke his chin. It ended up shattering his jaw and shit and knocked out some teeth. So I was like, shit. No, and I mean, those guys back in the day were actually riding probably moto helmets, which not the best thing to snap your head back on when you hit either.
So heavy.
So heavy. Yeah, so. Oh my God, this is hilarious. MB, Averin is at Castaways so much he showed up in the background of a dating profile picture of some girl. I'm at Castaways so much I sometimes I enter through the back door in the kitchen. Like the staff that does not, like the ones that don't speak English at all know me. Like fucking hilarious. Like, yeah. Ugh. All right. Brandon M. Heading out to Dillon next week. Sounds like some fresh snow. So
yeah,
I can tell you right now from the open snow report, like we got snow coming in late tonight, early tomorrow. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, nothing. Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be the big day. Thursday, nothing. Trickle on Friday, Saturday. So, but Wednesday's the big day. A-Basin's probably going to get like 6 to 9 that day. So if you're on that side of the lake, Keystone will probably get like 2 inches because it's in the donut. But yeah, it's coming. Drew Klein, Natty selection tomorrow. You guys going to have a watch party? No.
No. I'll watch
We're going to go snowboard.
Yeah. I think it doesn't start until
noon?
I think it's noon. No. Is it?
Noon
4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern. So
2 p.m. our time.
Yeah. That's late as hell. What the fuck? How are you going to get that done in time?
It's probably pre-recorded.
You think so? In Revelstoke?
I don't know.
I thought it was live. I thought we were going to have the same.
Oh, are they doing? I don't know. I'll watch it after the fact because that way I can fast forward through all the bullshit talking.
That's fair.
It's okay. I send it to my mom. She watches the whole thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should get your mom's take on it. Who does she think is gonna or should have won?
Oh my God. Get her on FaceTime really quick.
Yep.
Lynn, who do you think won? I don't know. Think I did a bunch of twirly spinning. You actually ride that shit? I'm scared. You went up in a helicopter.
Yep.
Mom's funny. All right. Joe Gunn with the this is prophetic. When you get better at your job, so the boss gives you more work.
Yeah.
No. The boss takes on more work and passes off more bullshit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
TC just gets like after 2 years of me, he's like, I know how to do this. Okay, here. I'm gonna go work on this.
Yeah.
We got Beziums. Averin only hangs out with people at Castaways so he can graze off our plates and steal our bow buns. It's factually true. If you bring enough people to Castaways, they order at happy hour. They order a wide variety of share snacks. No one catches on that you're just eating one from everyone. It's great. Free food.
Well, also, Bees, you carried around a plate of bao buns for like an hour and a half until it was like, I'm just going to eat these. And then you're like, okay. So
it was so cold and crunchy.
Yeah. They were sitting out so long that they got like that pork crunch to it. Like
they did. They did.
Like it dried out and
teriyaki glazed, like hardened glazed it. It was like a caramel coating of candy teriyaki goodness.
Yep.
Yeah. You know?
Appreciate you.
Yeah. It's good stuff, you know? Yeah. It's fun stuff. No. Well, he was too busy drinking what was in the box. What's in the box? Drink the whole bottle.
Pink rum. Yeah, a shit ton of pink rum.
Yep. Ugh. All right. From Michael Evans. I'm 6'2", 225 pounds. What would be a good board to send on extra large jumps in the park? The last time I did it was on a 2019 Jones Mountain Twin. I was scared, but it worked well. Dude, go look at our top 5 jump boards. Those are like, those are designed for sending it on the extra large line. But I mean, off the top of my head, it's like K2 Hypnotist, Huck Knife Pro, Nitro Beast, shit like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
From Lilos, my drunk dumbass ordered a K2 passport as well as a Rome Ravine Pro on sale. My wallet says one has to go. It's going to be all mountain/free ride board, good and steep terrain. Keep the Ravine Pro. I mean, it's stiffer than the passport. Let me guess. You had a few drinks. You turned on the YouTubes. Next thing you know, you're watching a bunch of reviews. You're like, shit, they said click the link.
I'm just clicking links out there.
Clicking links. You guys are going to be screwed when the next phase of what YouTube has planned, where when we mention a product in a live stream, if it's in their affiliate program, it scrolls below and it'd be like, would you like to buy this? We're going to be making killings off this. Yeah. We're going to run this shit like the Home Shopping Network 24/7. I'm going to make a live stream that just feeds old reviews in.
Yep.
24 hours of TC and Aver and just cycling through reviews that you can watch live with a chat box going. I've had this idea for a while. I can't wait to make that come to fruition. I'm going to have to build a computer just for it. And that's all it's going to be, is the live stream computer that just runs 24/7. It'll do that. And then I'll have the Baroness cam too, where it's just my dog sleeping on her bed. So, oh well. Did we lose your headset, TC? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Sure did.
All right. Anyways, I think we're going to get out of here. We've been here for an hour and a half, or almost 2 hours. But just to check on the poll, do you pet the moose? 19% of you said yes. 27% said no. 19% said I'm a moron, so duh. 35% said tourists only. That's out of 253 votes. That's the way we want it right there. You guys did it. So, yeah. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here. I got to go take the dog for a walk. I'm going to go eat some dinner. I got to call my mom, check on her. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I'm going to go edit a video instead. And but we'll be back next week. So thanks again, guys. And we'll see you in a video. Whoa, 3 more videos. And then the reviews are done for this year. So got a few top 5 straggling around, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, we're on the wind down. But for those of you on Angry Snowboarder VIP, April 1st, early reviews start dropping over there in written form.
Yep. Thanks, guys.